Everyone, so it's been a hot minute again. No, I mentioned it in a previous video. I've just kind of been taking it easy. Plus, May is always kind of a busy month for me. But here I am finally getting to Rockstar Rouge. The Super Shadow event is actually going on presently. I think it's a nice backdrop for her, honestly. Her super friend is there in the background. But unfortunately, I didn't manage to get her to level 4, like I did with Popstar Amy. But she's got the, run-of-the-mill electrical items, the Storm Cloud and Electro Boost, and her new item is this little thingy called Hard Rock. Spend a few seconds silencing nearby rivals. Oh yeah, I've been attacked by this. This is my first time playing as her, finally. But yeah, it works, like, other charged attacks, like the fireworks that, what was his name? Was it Lunar Silver or Lantern Silver? I can't remember, but the firework that he kind of charges up for a bit and then sets loose. And before that, it kind of works, like Movie Tales is like shield thingy where she has like guitars. You'll see now. See, she has guitars around her, and if you get caught in those before she lets them loose, you can't use your items. Like you've got them crossed out. So yeah, like I said, like with Movie Tales is, electric shield attack thingy. But yeah, first time playing as her. I mentioned this in the Popstar Amy video. But, I much prefer her. Like, even if Amy wasn't one of my least favorite characters, I'd still prefer this look because she looks really great. I'd like to make some art of her and like Shadow because Shadow also got like a idol Rockstar kind of look earlier this year, just not not in this game. But yeah, I love her eyeshadow. I love her whole outfit. I love that she gets piercings. We need more Sonic characters with piercings. Like right now we just have in Sonic, like recent Sonic media in general, I think we only have Surge with piercings. And honestly, I'd love more skins like this where characters get piercings as well. I can't remember if Shadow had them in his artwork, but they really suit her, I think. Like for a look like this, they really suit her. But that went fine for a first game, but I'm also not really in the upper tier. So I don't know. Maybe I'm really bad playing as her, but I just don't know it. But yeah, like I said, nice. Like I said, May is usually a busy month for me. This year seems to be no different. I didn't expect it to be quite as busy, but it just started and it's already shaping up to be like, oh, this week you have one thing, and then the other week I have another thing, which is a big reason as to why I haven't released the new IDW review, which was supposed to go up before this video, but I have the recording and all, so hopefully soon. It's just editing is taking a bit, which it usually does. See, like, these videos are relatively easy for me to do because I just post them as is, and I'm gonna post this as is Um, hopefully the recording doesn't get lost like it did for Popstar Amy, because then I'm just gonna take an even longer time until like I get to where I can sit down a bit and record and even feel like recording, because if I don't feel like recording, I just don't do it, because then it's I don't know, it's forced. I feel like you can tell when somebody's just I don't know, like recording for the sake of recording rather than, oh, I feel like actually playing now and talking and stuff. So yeah, I don't do that. Heck, what was my line of thought? But yeah, the only thing I really do for these is thumbnails. And for the events, thumbnails take a very short time to do. The ones where I play characters, like, well, where I show off characters, not the what's so great about ones, those thumbnails take longer because I actually draw the characters. Like, yeah, I trace over the existing image because it's easier, like the official image, unless I have something else in mind, but then I just like shade them and everything myself. Plus I like doing the lines nicely instead of just a trace. I like kind of doing them in the Puyo style, like the Puyo Sonic style. Oh, are you gonna crash on me now? Oh boy. Well, I guess we got time to talk. Jeez. But I kind of like doing them in the Puyo Sonic style because some of those, I think some of the art I think is like a traced model in that style. So I kind of try to do that kind of shading. So those take longer, but the IDW reviews take the longest, which is why this one has been taking the longest time, because yeah, the thumbnails for those are easy, but I also edit those, so I gotta edit them, make sure everything is in order. I also add music to them now. It's been a while, but I originally didn't because I wasn't sure how to do that, because this whole channel has been me kind of learning how to use editing software with those. Oh, come on, dude. Just, jeez. I could have done like 2 races during that whole rant. Like, I just wanna play as her some more. But yeah, that's why I have the recording. I have the audio for it, but I still haven't managed to like sit down and put together the video as a whole. And like, I don't want to be like, oh, I have like 10 minutes now and 10 minutes the other day, so I'm just gonna sit down and rush through it, because that's when mistakes happen, and I'd rather like avoid those. Obviously, I mean, not that there can't be mistakes otherwise, but I'd rather not be ones that I would see if I wasn't rushing. Oh my goodness, I just noticed that she also has her hair dyed. Like, not quills. She's not a hedgehog. But you know the little bottom spikies she has? The tips of them are purple. That's neat. That's really neat. I love that for her. Oh, Shadow. Oh, Gamma. I didn't notice that. Literally, I just noticed it now. That's really nice. I probably shouldn't have used that because nobody's near me and nobody's in front of me. But, you know, kind of force of habit. Oh, yes. Yes. I support Zaz getting electrocuted. I was reading some of the older comics yesterday because like there was a book fair, so I sat down a bit and you know, I bought some comics there, and some of them are like the older IDW issues, like the big volumes of them, not the big hardcover ones, but like the you know, the smaller ones. and I managed to get bad guys because, you know, I like having physical copies of the comics. I like getting to have them on a shelf and, you know, getting to look at them even if, I don't know, the internet is down or there's a power out or something. So yeah, and I was once again reminded how I still don't quite like the rest of the Zeddy, but the comics really did change my mind about Zavok, at least. Like, they at least improved him because, you know, in Bad Guys, he's chasing Starline down. Rest in pieces, Starline. But he's chasing Starline down and he's pointing out his flaws in this plan he had to, you know, betray everybody because he recruited all the bad guys, and then he was like, oh, I'm going to use them for my plan, and then I'm going to destroy them all. So, and Zavok knew, so I thought that was interesting in the first place, that Zavok was that perceptive of what Starline is up to. But he also mentions, like, while he's listing off issues that Starline has as like a bad guy with his plan and all, he lists off that his plans to get rid of all the other bad guys is needlessly cruel. So I found that interesting. Like, oh my goodness. Sorry, apparently I'm entering puberty or something. Again. One more after this because of that really, really stupid, long, crashing loading screen we had. But that was one of the panels that made me like, oh yeah, I do not like this character in the way he was presented in the game he came from. But I'm growing to appreciate him because that's... Wait, hang on. Yeah, you can kind of notice the dye on her model here as well. But it kind of blends in with the shading, so I guess that's why I didn't notice it. But yeah, that was one of the panels that made me go like, oh yeah, I can appreciate this character in the comics way more, because you get more of an insight that, you know, he has brawn, but he also has brains, and that he probably sees like discarding of your underlings as a waste, because like he says the Starline's plan to get rid of everybody is needlessly cruel. So I guess he's like cruel to his underlings when he sees that it has a purpose, but probably not to the point like Starline plan to just destroy everybody and kill everybody, because then you've got like no allies left. Plus he calls the rest of the Zeddy his pack, so like he sees himself as the most important one, probably, but sees having the rest of the Zeddy around as a necessary force to have command over, I guess. Kind of getting bad with words, but hopefully what I meant gets across. I didn't expect to suddenly ramble about Zavok in this video, but you know, that whole loading screen took time, and I kind of finished my other topic that I had rattling around in my brain. So that's where we're at right now, unexpected bad guys and Zavok conversation. But yeah, that's been Rockstar Rouge. I really love her. I love her look. I kind of wish that she had an attack that's like the sword ones that the knights have. You know, like Excalibur Sonic, where he swings his sword around and hits people near him, and not like doesn't shoot it as a projectile. But it would have been cool for her to like swing the guitar left and right and hit anybody nearby. I guess the attack kind of accomplishes that anyway, like the new one that she has. So that's fine. But yeah, she's really cool. I love her. I love her whole look. I think I played decently as her. Again, I'm in the lower tier, so I don't know if that was a factor in me finding it kind of easy to get used to her. But yeah, those are all my thoughts and rambles, including unexpected Zavok ones. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.